I made a poll asking you guys if you've ever been subscribed to an OnlyFans account. Unsurprisingly, 95% of you said, hell no, but the other 5% inspired me to make this video. OnlyFans is turning men into simps and lustful creatures, and you're about to know why you should avoid this site at all costs. Not only is it a crucial element of the matrix that perpetuates degeneracy and simping, but also a money-making tool that is ripping off irresponsible, undisciplined men. You probably know that most modern women are getting more and more entitled and want to do whatever they want without facing the consequences of their acts. Fair enough. However, paying for OnlyFans subscriptions keeps this shady business working. Keep in mind that your money is your vote in the market, so vote wisely. It is obvious that, as a man, OnlyFans is hurtful. If you browse the internet, you may see these needy men saying they want to subscribe to the creators and give money straight to hot women and not sleazy adult content producers. Other guys defend their decision by saying that the so-called free adult content is exploitative and unethical as opposed to that of OnlyFans. Even some men consider that a subscription to an OnlyFans profile is like supporting a content producer via Patreon. Let me be even more specific. If you become addicted to this, you won't be able to have desire for a woman's body because you are so used to your own hands. That's sad and goes against our human imperative. The digital world also fits in quite neatly with a modern life for young men that involves constant sedation of masculine instincts through media. Video games are a chief example. They allow men to satisfy their instincts for violence, competition, adventure, heroism, and mastery through virtual worlds, where they can go from being warriors and soldiers to crime kingpins and assassins. Can you see that the principle remains the same? You might think that you release your seed and that's it. No, it isn't. This extends beyond OnlyFans. Many girls these days are putting their Venmo and Cash App details in their bios. Yes, they are using their assets, their bodies and beauty, to make money. And the problem is not only that they objectify themselves, but men also wire them money. This is a sad, vicious cycle that must stop. And in today's video, you'll learn more about the dark side of this website. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Chuck8094, he said. I think the most important sentence in this video was, what you had with her is over. You can't take her back because you can't take her back in time. She is no longer who she was and she never will be again. Chuck8094, you're absolutely right. You'd be amazed at how many men don't realize something that simple. What's done is done. Please, Chuck8094, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I will pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most light, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you may be our next winner. Now, back to the video. Here's a story that you may find funny and ridiculous at the same time. A guy had a girlfriend who started an OnlyFans account. In the beginning, she only had one subscriber, his boyfriend. Such a bad place to start. Anyway, this guy paid for his girlfriend's pics and videos on a monthly basis and even created a few fake accounts, so he paid her more and more money. Since he was a simp, or a low-value man if you like, he had lots of trust issues instead of walking away from a girl seeking validation. He ended up putting a profile pic of an attractive guy to see how she would react. He started texting her, and to his surprise, she was willing to go meet this fake attractive man who lived in a whole different state. This is only an example that shows that you shouldn't use OnlyFans, but I am going to go a bit down the rabbit hole so that you fully get the dark side of this explicit content business. OnlyFans was created by men. You must consider that Tim Stokely, the founder of the site, has a network of around $120 million, so he knows how profitable male simping is. In fact, we live in a time and age when lust has never been so profitable, and both the men creating these platforms and the women working on them know perfectly how to make the most of it. The funny thing is that while Tim Stokely lives in a luxury 6-bedroom property, most OnlyFans models hardly make ends meet, and most men subscribe to them live miserable lives. These days, economic anxiety is a widespread disease, and as a result, many women sell their beauty online to make some money. However, like many adult film stars, they end up regretting their decision. Simps will always be there willing to pay for subscriptions and waste their life savings on lustful content. Women are asked for more and more, and what seemed like a funny, easy money-making occupation turns into a source of anxiety. What goes into the internet stays on the internet. And this is not everything you should consider about this obscure website. Liberal ideologies regard this site as a company that provides abundant employment, which might be true. This era is mostly about profit, regardless of how it's generated. Morals and ethics are scarce in modern society. Global elites are fully aware of this and even fund this kind of business, yet they tend to come up with narratives and guidelines to help the population fight against this matrix element. Let me share with you some facts. Some underage individuals have provided fake IDs and sold explicit content of themselves. Even if they get kicked out of the site, they can still create another ID and sell explicit pics. Chicks will always be asked to do more, and they probably will. It is very easy to fall into the trap of adult content. It's a rabbit hole. Girls can go further and further, and as a result, they end all sense of decency. Something that could have started as innocent fun can turn sour more quickly. You as a man should not get involved in this, and don't perpetuate the moral decay. High-profile people may make a lot of money, but for others, it's an uphill battle. That's the famous 80-20 rule, also known as Pareto principle. Number 2 explains this. They have to do hardcore content for less and less money, and eventually turn to other jobs, such as escorting, to make ends meet. Girls can't take it back. Once a girl does it, she can't take it back. Even if she closes her account as fast as she opened it, the moment she posts those videos and images will be out there for people to find indefinitely. No wonder why many models have difficult social lives. There is a cost to becoming a beauty object. When people pay a girl money to gratify them, they gain a sense of entitlement to her. Some even feel like they own a piece of the girl. She is no longer a person, she is a product. Vile, crude, abusive, and degrading comments come from people who believe someone exists for their personal lustful gratification. It will change women. Women's capacity for intimacy and ability to have healthy relationships will likely be profoundly impacted. It becomes hard to believe that someone would value an OnlyFans model for who she is as a person. They would more likely judge her and what she can do for them in bed. By the way, guys, don't date OnlyFans models. Stalkers. There are people out there who will research a girl's public and private information in order to broadcast it to others. It is not uncommon for OnlyFans content creators to have their name, location, and identifying photos leaked, making them especially susceptible to stalkers and people with other ill intentions. Again, in this time and age, profit is worshipped, no matter how it's generated, but here's the catch. Not everything that glitters is gold. Dehumanization, degradation, and objectification are the high price many women are paying to sell their beauty, and much more, if you know what I mean, on the OnlyFans website. It's a very bad influence on modern women, especially the younger ones. It makes them devalue themselves and share their private parts with any stranger who asks for them. To make matters worse, parents, enemies, bosses, coworkers, and future spouses of children could access that content later. Some feminist women start an OnlyFans account in hopes of not only making money, but also being accepted in spite of treating themselves as an object for male gratification. OnlyFans is teaching a whole generation of girls that the only reason they should give men attention is to get money. In addition, it's making young women think this is a normal, empowering, and honorable job, and that they don't need men anymore. OnlyFans models want money, but in the future, they will regret it because no decent man will ever date or marry them. All in all, let me clarify this. Both men and women are responsible for the success of OnlyFans. Women monetize their beauty and men are willing to pay for it. It's a modern version of an age-old phenomenon and the world's most ancient job, if you know what I mean. The real problem is that OnlyFans and related websites are putting a price tag on women, so in my opinion, this is not empowering women, and certainly, it's not a form of social progress. We live in times where the word freedom is overused and misinterpreted. Women taking part in this industry want to enjoy all the benefits and expect not to deal with the social responsibility it implies. I am not saying this to justify what young women are doing, but rather to showcase the consequences both men and women suffer because of the use they give to this matrix tool. Women are tricked into thinking it's a great hustle, and men get the feeling they're connecting with a girl on an intimate level. Both are wrong. Women's OnlyFans pics get leaked, and if a girl does not have mental stability, then her social stability will be harmed. On the other hand, men spend hundreds of dollars instead of going monk mode. And guys, let's be honest, if you've got some primal urges, you can release your seed without spending a single cent. People act as if reputation does not matter, but sadly it does. Let me remind you that many OnlyFans accounts promise daily exclusive DMs and conversations, but many of these tend to be a managing company that does the talking. Even Andrew Tate, a webcam millionaire as you might already know, confesses that he interacted with the simps on the chat while the webcam girl pretended she was texting. That's it for today's video. Nevertheless, let me remind you that the Matrix influence is strong, and the system will try to make you fall into this lust trap. Don't ever fund this kind of website. Instead of simping, spend your money and energy wisely, since that will pay real tangible dividends. I wish you not only tremendous success, but also freedom from the slave mindset. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Have you ever thought about OnlyFans this way? Have you ever met an OnlyFans model? How has she justified her decisions? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.